Okay.
Yo, I'm so laggy.
Okay.
Well, then fix your internet.
All right. Shut up.
All right. Welcome
That's the-
back.
It's a beast.
Welcome back. This is Don't Think Too Hard, episode 21 of our Zoomcast.
C.
For those of you who don't know, the Greater Toronto area is in lockdown. And so we're stuck here
Again.
in our rooms,
Again.
so far
Yep.
away, so disconnected.
I legitimately haven't left my bed for 48 hours.
Not even for the waffles.
I don't have any waffles, so there's no reason for me to get out of
Now,
my bed.
something I wanted to bring to our attention. There's no longer 3 of us here. There's 4 of us. Patrick, how have you been? Update us.
I'm back.
We haven't
Well,
seen your
for now.
face in frickin' forever.
Yeah, I know.
So update
It's
us.
going to be gone again soon. Don't worry. Next week, I'm screwed. That's it.
Okay. So I guess Patrick's
You're
just
just
a guest.
internally broken.
Yeah, Patrick's
Yo.
just a
Well,
guest,
well,
I
my-
guess, for now.
My next surgery is next week, so it's on
Okay, so
Monday.
what do you
Do it live from the operating table then, bro.
Yo, live
Yeah.
stream that.
live stream that exactly.
Straight off the morphine, bro. That's content.
Straight. I'll do it on Don't Think Too Hard.
The
Instagram.
the Instagram page. The
That'd
Instagram
be
page.
jokes.
IG Live.
So, how's your week, Andre? You always start this.
I do always ask that. My week's been pretty trash.
Yeah.
It's been riveting doing assignments, and like once I'm done assignments, I do more assignments. Then you have a couple group meetings so we could work on assignments. And then right after we done that, you do other group meetings where we work on assignments. And then right before this, I was working on an assignment. And then after when we're done this, I'll probably be doing an assignment. That's how my week's been going.
Wow.
Wow.
You do a lot of group work, eh?
I think I was on the verge of getting fired this week.
What'd you do?
I
They
caused
heard the
my- I
pod
caused-
where you said,
What? And so I cost my
I heard
boss
the
a lot
pod.
of money. My the problem with me, obviously, is that sometimes I get really excited, so I don't really check things. So when I get a project approved, I didn't even make the design. I just sent I created the project for production. The designer who designed it before me, he used pixelated images, and I didn't see when I went to go like resize his image. And so when you're looking at a little screen, for those of you who don't know, when you're looking at a little screen like a Mac or whatever, you don't really see these incredibly fine details until you print it on these massive wallpaper graphics. And the idea was that for this client, we were going to do like permanent wallpapers. So it's like these wallpapers they don't fade out, they don't peel off. They're expected to be like up on the wall for like 15 years, 15, 20 years. So when you print 100 by like 900 inches worth of material that doesn't come off, and then it's wrong after you notice that it's wrong after installing, you get into a lot of trouble. And I got into a lot of trouble this week. So my week hasn't been fantastic.
But wait,
Yeah,
you gotta
honestly-
get it approved, no?
Sorry? I
You
mean,
gotta
I
get
got
approved,
it approved, but like
That's your boss's fault for approving it.
No, my boss didn't approve it. The client approved it.
You should fire him.
Yeah.
The client should be blacklisted from your company. For
He
giving
was
you
very
pixelated.
upset. He was very upset. You guys feel disconnected as well right now?
oh man,
No.
honestly,
With life?
I've been talking so much on Zoom that like this is just like regular to me now at this point. It's the only way I communicate these days.
I hate it. If I can't smell you, like, why am I talking to you?
You can smell me?
That's,
All the time. All
that's
the
a
time.
little weird.
Every time
that's a little
every
weird.
time we record a podcast, I get a nice whiff of you guys. So
I have no idea how to go about that.
That's a little sus.
okay,
Okay.
so
Anyways.
if we're so something I wanted to bring up. I wanted to run this podcast like today, this week's episode. Andre and Johnny for the last 4 weeks have been the science guys. Now we're gonna go match you the science guy. All right. So I was doing extensive research. Have you guys ever heard of the 100th monkey experiment? I even have it written down right here.
No.
You guys never heard of a 100
sounds
monkey?
familiar. That sounds familiar to me.
Okay, so in Japan, over a span of 30 years, scientists have researched a species of monkey called Maca fiscata. Maca fiscata. It's a species of monkey in Japan, okay?
All that research, you should have practiced how to say the name, man.
That's how you say it. Makata fiscata. Because I didn't spell it how it was spelled, I spelled it how it was pronounced, okay? On my notes. So don't give me that bullshit. Makata fiscata.
Okay.
Anyways, so these monkeys live on individual islands in Japan. And the idea was that the scientists started dropping sweet potatoes on the beaches for them. And these monkeys eventually started eating these sweet potatoes because they really liked them. However, they hated the taste of sand. So,
oh yes, I did. I knew this was familiar. I know.
So
exactly
the idea was that some of the younger generation of monkeys began to wash these sweet potatoes in the water and then eat them. Some passed it on to their parents. And although some of their parents haven't, the older generation of these species of monkeys never adapted this, however, there was such an influx of the younger generation learning this that it eventually became really common, and it was almost like muscle memory to the species of monkeys to wash these sweet potatoes before eating them. Now, where I'm going
Raccoons
is
wash their food too.
Sorry.
Raccoons wash their food too.
No, I get that, but I'm just talking about this specific.
It's not the point of the experiment.
Yeah, it's not the. Yeah, Andre knows the experiment, but yeah. So the idea is that how these monkeys on this specific island in Japan, on the outskirts of Japan, started washing these sweet potatoes. Now, scientists have done this. So this is over the span of 15, 20 years that these monkeys develop these habits. After these 15, 20 years, they moved to other islands in Japan where the same species of monkeys lived, and they dropped these sweet potatoes onto the same beaches. Now, you would expect that it would take the same amount of time for these monkeys to figure out that, we got to wash these sweet potatoes before we eat them. That's not the case. These monkeys picked it up within days, that this is how this is supposed to be eaten. They wash their sweet potatoes, and these monkeys developed these habits weeks after this experiment started. And then they went on to move other islands and to realize it wasn't a coincidence because these other islands started doing it just as fast. Now, why was it that one group of monkeys on this one island took them 15 years to develop such techniques, while others, got it right away? And the scientists were astounded that maybe there is a neuron connection between species. And what they did was they wanted to see if this experiment worked on humans. So in Australia, scientists have gathered a group of 100 people, and they have this picture. This picture consists of 6 or 7 massive faces. And within the faces, they have, over 95 different individual faces that are hidden within the picture. And the experiment was, okay, to this group of 100 people, go find these faces. At most, people found maybe 10 or 11. At most. And what they did was, okay, this was the first experiment, right? They then took this is within a week span. They took the exact same experiment and moved it to Britain. With the same picture, instead of telling people to find them, they showed them all 95 faces. All 95 faces. They then took and it was closed broadcasts or whatever. They just showed them, hey, this is where the faces are. They then moved the experiment back to Australia with a different group of 100 people and asked them to conduct the exact same experiment. Now, when they did it the second time around, these Australian people, the second group of Australian people, found considerably more faces, considerably faster. And you're talking about 50, 55 faces. This is a incredibly large gap between the first the first test subject group that only found 6 faces at a time compared to the 55 now. And what the idea is that now they're a company called a field of no tits. It's currently learning about shit like this shit like this daily. And the idea is that humans are going to develop some mass consciousness of communication, that they'll be able to communicate with one another. And what the crazy thing is that like in the 60s, these scientists hypothesized, made a hypothesis for like these grids to exist on planet Earth that connects individual like humans and stuff. And when doing this, they mark these points, like these grid points, on like significant landmarks. For example, military bases, deserted islands, ancient ruins, and shit like that. And it's something called quote astral projection. And so what the idea is that this is incredibly scary, because if we're connected by mass consciousness, and if we eventually get to a point where we develop enough knowledge about it, this mass consciousness can be controlled using these grids. And then, so essentially one day, what the idea is that humans are going to be able to be controlled on what they feel, what they should feel, what they shouldn't feel, and how they should feel in certain situations.
So this is like a whole conspiracy thing.
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. Like, this is fact.
There's actually leaked.
I wouldn't. It's
like
not.
You saying
say
leading to being controlled and shit.
Well, no, that's the idea. If your conscious can be manipulated, it's essentially mind control.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't say fact. Like, it's a super interesting concept, and it was like super interesting reading in that study. The only issue is, like, obviously I didn't do all the research, you did. So like how, like this first study where they showed the Australian faces, were there like people who like was the public privy to that experiment? Like, were they able to see it? Like, was the public able to see that experiment?
The same faces.
The same faces.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. That was not specified. That wasn't specified. It was just.
See, so
it was just a group of 150 people ish that was conducted.
And also a group of 150 for something that, like, I wouldn't say it's like super likely, but it's also possible that they just got people in general that are just better at looking at faces on the second.
One thing I will say is that there was a bunch of declassified documents from the CIA, and in one they were conducting what Machi's talking about, astral. One guy was doing astral projection, and they recruited him because he kept claiming that he could move to different places without physically being there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they conducted a bunch of tests where the first test was like he was in one room, and then there was another group in another, and they would draw something on a piece of paper, and then they would ask him what was drawn, and he'd say, they'll give him a piece of paper and like, oh, I'm seeing this, and he would draw like a very obscure picture of a rocket ship or a spaceship.
And like that concept of astral projection is very different than what like Machi's talking about, because like that one is like, especially like in the movies and stuff and books, like you hear it's like you can leave your body, like your spirit leaves your body and you can travel, whereas Machi's more just talking about like, I'm not leaving my body, but I'm like seeing or feeling what someone else is.
Yeah.
So we're like connected in that way. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why.
It's kind of like that whole. It's kind of like that whole. Your twin feels exactly what you feel. Like your twin feels your pain type of thing. Is that, but like on a completely unrelated. But
you know those
family related note. Yeah.
You know those stories. And I'm not saying that this is like any kind of fact or whatever, but like, let's say you moved away and then something happened, and then maybe an hour after something bad happened, your mom calls to ask if you're okay, or someone close to you asks like, hey, are you good?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I actually just went through whatever. And it's just it's such a coincidence that it.
Or it's like, it's one of those, you're just having a really shitty day, and then your friend calls you and be like, "Yo, you want to grab some food?" Like out of the blue, like you haven't
like they never do that
person
before.
Yeah, it's completely out
I've
of character.
also heard stories like people have like dreams, like someone had like a dream of their like dead grandma or something, and then their dad claimed to be able to speak to the grandma that passed on, and then so basically what happened is she had a dream. Then she woke up at like 3 a.m, and then her dad calls her and like, oh, did you see grandma? Like, as she woke up. It's like, I don't know. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things that happen like that are just like
Strange.
I feel like
things.
it's too.
I think it's just coincidence. That's it.
I don't think it's coincidence. It's definitely more than coincidence.
It's definitely not a
It's
coincidence.
definitely more than coincidence. But it's just because it happens so like often in a lot of cases that it's just weird. Or have you ever thought about someone in your head and like as you think of them, they call you on the phone?
All the time.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah, so there's just little things like that. It's like you're getting little waves in your brain.
There'll be-
You'll be like,
there'll
oh,
be
I should.
There'll be sometimes like if like little things like I'll go to the mall and I'm just like I feel like I'm gonna meet somebody I know today, and then
Like that
as soon as I
the
do
time you
that,
guys met my dad in the mall.
and I'm like, oh, I'm actually having a conversation with a former classmate. That's so weird.
Yeah, funny enough.
No,
it's
I
actually,
try avoiding those people.
if we're
I know I want to, but it's just like I
But
don't
if
want to
we're-
talk to anybody.
if we're talking about a situation that's very similar to what we were just talking about, so Dortmund this could be this probably is a coincidence, but maybe it's not. So Dortmund just had that 16-year-old who shattered the record for the youngest player to ever play a professional game, Yusufa Mukoko.
Mm-hmm.
He just shattered it. 16 years old one day. It's amazing, but that's not the point. My friend and I were playing FIFA together, and then we were talking about an old soccer team that we played for. And we were talking about like, oh, this player was like pretty good. What happened? What like? And then we kind of asked each other, whatever happened to so and so. And so after Yusuf Moko, like we had this whole conversation that he's probably doing this right now, or I don't know. Last time he talked to him was like 7 years ago, and like this is a guy I haven't talked to since under 14 soccer. I post the story about like Yusufa Mokoko, like, coming on. It was like, welcome to the pros, kid. I sent a story like that. This same so-and-so, I haven't spoken to, I haven't even seen, I have zero, I don't think I have him on Instagram. He responded to said message and we went to a full like conversation. But it's just like that kind of, that's just trippy. How it's the same so-and-so.
Yeah, man. That's why, that collective consciousness thing, it makes a lot of sense. But I'm just critical of like that study specifically as a way to prove it, because there's just a lot of holes in it that can be.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, every study kind of has like its holes, right? It could be all debunked, but like,
but you can do a lot of things to mitigate them, and like they just didn't seem like they tried that hard.
The study is pretty
to
sick.
prevent holes. And 100 people isn't that much if you're looking at an entire population.
But I mean, if you got to start the idea is that, the study came after they discovered this connection between the species of, let me say it again, because it's fun to say, Makata fishkata. So it was only after they discovered that. And like the crazy thing is that they're still studying this stuff, and it's insane.
Yeah, no,
I believe it, man.
Concept.
With like monoliths. Yeah, I believe it. I really do believe it, because groupthink is a real thing, man. Like it's freaking scary. And you ever just go like look at those memes, and then you just realize that like people all over the world just do the exact same thing at like different parts of their lives
all the time.
Like, it's so odd. It's so odd. So
I think this is
closing the blinds. It's a little
people
blinding.
of habits.
The sun's like right in my eyes.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense, because like for survival and stuff, it benefits like a species that needs teamwork to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weren't we talking about like evolution? Was it last episode or 2 episodes ago?
What about it?
How it's like the human species shouldn't have been like, we shouldn't have got as far as we did. And it's like,
technologically?
I remember that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No, just like in general, because like if we weren't lucky enough, because like everything in the wild can kill us.
Yeah. But then it's like, and then we developed enough brain to kill the wild. That makes sense.
It's the community, bro. It's like dolphins. Like if a dolphin tried to fuck up the great white shark one-on-one, it'd have a tough time. But like dolphins bully great whites. Like they cause internal bleeding. They freaking play volleyball with their babies.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dolphins are fucking crazy.
Yo, they're ruthless.
Dolphins are the only animals that
They'll
recognize.
go after any shark. They do not care.
Dolphins
Yeah,
are the
man.
fun fact about dolphins are the only animal that could understand when they're looking into a mirror.
Another fun fact about dolphins is that scientists have actually, I don't know if they've proven it, but there might be dialects in their language, but depending on the region of the world that you find.
Yeah, I've heard that.
in.
Like
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
like noises are different.
Yeah.
Like there's some other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually might have
I've heard
an
of that too.
actual language, and they might not be able to understand a dolphin from Asia instead of the Pacific, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Dolphins are insane, bro. I feel like dolphins are like the closest thing to like humans. Like they
Well,
just want to fuck shit up. They just want to fuck shit up. Have sex
What
all
they
the
wanna-
time.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
what
ridiculous.
I think that's where I get. I always come back to my fear of the ocean, but the fact that we have a literal mammal that speaks different languages amongst its own species, which we've only ever found amongst humans, is kind of freaky. Because like, what? Okay, if we go any deeper in the ocean, what the hell are we gonna find? Like
That crazy
telekinetic-
You'll
shape-shifting
find some
octopus.
shit, bro. You'll
The
find some
ocean's
shit, bro.
scary, man.
Yeah,
That
You'll find
shape-shifting
some weird
octopus.
shit.
yeah, that mimicking octopus.
That shit was
like,
awesome.
bro, Ditto is real. Like Ditto, the Pokemon, is actually a real life thing.
Real
That's
life thing.
freaky, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not.
sorry, these headphones are killing my ears. I hate them.
Come on, man.
Would you consider a
Come on,
chameleon
man.
Sorry.
Nah, they
as a
just
ditto
change.
too, then?
No, they just change color.
Chameleons are just emojis. They just get mad or chill.
Yeah, they just change color, bro. They're not exciting.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're just
Sorry.
lickitung with like they're just color coded lickitungs. That's boring, bro.
Oh, because they're
Those useless
chameleons.
Yeah, my
Oh
little
my
brother
God.
started collecting Pokemon cards again. So
Oh,
he's
was
just been
he-
buying
is he on-
packs on packs.
Is it because of logic?
No,
It's
I don't know.
because of
I don't know
logic.
what it-
Because he's so
Yo,
fucking.
that's weird,
That was a
'cause-
lot of money, bro.
I was actually contemplating buying Pokemon cards again, or like
You know what's
Yo, we
because
bought
it's a huge
booster pack the other day.
it's a huge
We
trend.
just sat there opening packs on packs.
It's a huge trend. Everyone's opening. Everyone's opening.
I don't get it, man. I don't
Trading
get
cards.
it.
I don't know. It's honestly nothing more than a trend. Like you have
nostalgia.
no, but
Yeah.
but it's not even that. You have people who have made livings off YouTube, off opening, hockey cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, whatever, baseball cards. Like people have
Yeah.
made living. Like they've been like
People
categories
sell
on
love
YouTube.
cards too.
A lot of people don't though. The thing is that like with cards like that, for example, I own trading cards that are worth $600, $700, and I have zero intention of selling them. I'll probably never look at them ever again, but it's just something I never want to sell.
Why?
No, yeah, I know. There's some people do it
It's just
for the.
it's just in my closet.
funny
I could
aspect.
I could pull up a Yu-Gi-Oh card worth $350 right now. And
I wanna see it.
it's just
Yo,
it's just
can I
it's
have
just-
it?
No. So the trend. So it's like you have these people who have like open like Pokemon cards, for example.
I want to
forever.
know what card it is now.
Blackluster Soldier. It's a Link monster, and it's a prismatic rare.
Yo, I need to go find. I'm gonna go back to my parents' house and see if I can friggin'.
But
I'll
like the
probably
thing,
figure them all out.
the thing is that when, for example, like older cards, unless they're in pristine condition, you're fucked. They're worth nothing.
No,
Like I have a card.
I had
Yeah.
mine in a binder, bro. Like they were never touched, so they're
Yeah,
in
but like
pristine
for
condition.
example, I have a trading card, a first edition Dark Magician from the original starter deck. Like if you go on like eBay, you're looking at this card being like $800, $900 mint. I
Yeah,
used it as a kid,
but you gotta
so mine's worth maybe like $4. But the so back to my comment, like it's crazy how like it kind of bothers me a little bit because it's like you have it's all trends, but it's like my whole argument with bandwagons again is kind of coming back with this whole opening trading card trend. You have people who've made their livelihood trying to open up, like make a living off opening packs and like dedicating their channels to this stuff, and now you have some like asshole FIFA content creator who's making 400 times the amount he's making because he's hopping on a trend, and everyone's going to him because he's got
Yo,
the
you
larger
talking about
viewer base.
FNG?
Yo, well then you should pick something that isn't that easy to recreate then. Like I don't know. Like if
But,
I had
like-
a following and I can make more money by opening a pack of Pokemon cards, why wouldn't I go spend $10 on a pack?
Yeah,
Come home in
exactly.
front of a camera, millions of dollars just like that. Like
I
why
know,
wouldn't
but
I do that?
it's just the idea of like it just bothers me, man. Bandwidth. It's like get off the fucking trend, man.
It's
Let
not bandwagon.
guy,
Just
let
for
the
that,
guy,
I'm gonna do it.
but like let the guy who's made his whole livelihood this one thing to like I don't know make some
Why?
money. Like I don't know,
He
it just
doesn't
bothers
own
it
it.
bothers me. It's like
There's
I
a
get-
reason he's not making
Dude,
money.
Listen,
If
life's
he's
not fair.
making
Probably
that much
just
money,
sucks
that's
at his job.
bro.
Yeah,
I
That's
get
his
it.
problem.
Like,
That's not my problem.
I get it. Life's not fair. Life's not fair. I just wish it kind of was. That's all I want.
If you think about
That's
it,
not
wait.
that's not about fairness even, man.
Facebook wouldn't exist if we stuck with the trending thing. Because if Mark Zuckerberg wasn't like, "Hey, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna take it
Okay.
and I'm gonna run."
But
with
look
it."
at the
No
most-
Facebook.
Exactly.
Look at the richest rapper
Do it
on the
better.
planet. Friggin' look at Drake. Drake literally be like,
He's
"Oh,
a
this is
thief.
gonna be a trend. Let me do it." And then look at him now.
No,
So, like,
This guy took
and I get it.
Afrobeats
I get it.
and just made it
Trends,
mainstream.
yeah, dude, and trends make money, and that's how it is. And I just don't think that's fair. But like, who am I? I'm just an idiot. I'm just an
I said
asshole on a
Disgusting,
podcast.
deplorable
Exactly.
nature.
Why
That's
isn't
all
it
you
fair
are.
though?
I don't listen. I don't know why it's not fair. It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel right that a guy who spent his whole livelihood building this trend up, this trend blows up, and he's not even getting credit for it. That's like
I
that.
know I think I know what you mean. You're a man of culture.
There you
instead
go.
of trend. So
There you go.
Somebody
Like,
has
listen,
to respect.
You
the
have
culture
Elvis
of
Presley.
the-
You have Elvis Presley who took jazz music and made it pop off. But like he's a dick because it's like
He stole it from black people.
yeah,
That's not the
exactly.
same thing.
And it just does
It's not the
it
same
bothers. It is the same thing. What do you mean it's not the same thing?
No, it's not.
You have a guy.
No, it's
you have
not.
a guy who
This
spent his
This
whole life-
it
dude.
is.
Okay, no. You're taking people who created a sound, and then a dude just came up and he's like,
He
"I'ma
created.
use
He
that."
created content. That's
He
it.
did
crea-
not create.
Dude.
He did not create Pokemon cards.
No,
Anyone
but
can
he
open
created
Pokemon
the
cards.
idea of opening them in front
I was
of the camera.
opening
Listen,
Bro.
did the jazz music
No,
invent
he's- I
the
think he's
strumming
talking
of a
about
guitar?
The idea of open up Pokemon
The
cards on
notes that are
camera.
used in jazz are very specific and were
But that-
invented for the use of
but
jazz.
that's like you took a saxophone. You took a saxophone that doesn't make it yours. That doesn't make any sense to me, man. You take material and you make content with it. That's the idea I'm going with. It's like he took
Exactly.
Pokemon
No,
cards.
man, it's not
Dude,
the same thing.
yes, it is. It's exactly
No, it's
exactly
not.
the same thing. And don't tell me
No, it
otherwise.
isn't.
It's not.
It's not
The thing,
same thing.
the thing is Elvis made jazz a little bit different. This guy's just taking the exact same idea as this other guy, and making completely shunning him out of the equation.
Also, Elvis didn't even make jazz music, so I don't even know why we're saying.
Yeah,
No, like
I don't
that's
get
what-
it.
that's what
no,
Max was
but he
saying.
used inspired. He got inspired off jazz music to make his own type of music. That's what I'm saying. Like this guy doesn't even take you. This guy didn't take his idea and made it better. He's doing the exact same thing as this other guy.
My point is, okay, listen.
My point is
If
that
I'm a
life should be fair.
YouTuber,
That's all. I'm saying.
there are
Life isn't fair.
millions
not.
of YouTubers who play video games.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. That's why I'm sitting here like complaining about it. I'm not going to do anything about it. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'm just saying it's not fair. Can I state my opinion that it's not fair? It's not fair.
It's not
No,
fair.
it's very fair.
Y'all are
It's-
thinking too hard.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
unfair
fair.
for it.
Thievery
Yeah, it's
is
not
wrong.
unfair. It may not be
Yeah.
fair, and it's not wrong either.
It's not
Like, I
wrong.
don't
But I'm
understand
just
why I
saying.
can't do that.
Listen, all I'm saying is I wish this guy got way more credit than what he's getting because this guy started this whole Pokemon trend thing. He's been
Okay, but do something
been-
else and build an audience if you want money. Then
dude. He's had an
Yeah,
audience though. It
exactly.
says this guy took his whole audience because he had more. That's all it was. This
But
guy
what I'm
this
saying
guy
is-
spent 25 years. This guy spent my entire life. Thank you, Zoom. You gave us an extra 40 minutes. Fuck you. So this guy spent my entire life building a brand, building the idea that hey, I'm going to be the only person like opening Pokemon cards, and he
He's
did it.
an
and
idiot
he
for
was-
thinking that.
And he was the top of the game. He was top of the game.
Also, he
Everyone
did
took
this
his
one.
Sue
idea
them.
after,
Sue.
but now you have these
Yeah, what are you
assholes
gonna
hopping
sue
on.
for?
But now you have these
Did he
assholes.
trademark the idea?
No,
No.
bro. He's missing out on an important opportunity to create YouTube beef. because that's the trend these days. So you just then
Listen, YouTube diss tracks.
YouTubers and they have Pokemon battles.
YouTube diss tracks were like 4 years ago.
No.
Yo, speaking of YouTube, did you guys see Jake Paul knock the guy out last night?
Oh yeah, he knocked the shit out of Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Nate
but
Robinson?
back to what Johnny says.
Yeah.
I think there should be Pokemon battles. I do think that.
You would solve all Twitter beef would be so sick.
Yo, that would have been so sick.
And you have like you edit it to make graphics, so you have like it's actually like the Yu-Gi-Oh shows. That'd be
buddy, that'd be.
All right, now
you get hit with
we talked about this
start
last
a YouTube
week.
beef with the Pokemon card opener.
Yo,
and just have Pokemon battles with him.
You have Pokemon tournaments, bro. You
think if you shoot enough hate specifically at one person, they'll eventually just respond and then mention you, and then you just get a following. Someone just shoot pure obscenities at one person and then see if they respond.
No, I don't think.
Oh, you mean like being a troll?
I think people just end up like blocking those people.
But it's not about that. It's about other people see. Other people will see your comments and then they will ask. It's like, yo, you're gonna take that shit. You're gonna take that shit. He says your name once and then you're popped off.
He's like, oh, I'm your biggest fan, bro.
But see, that's why people like a lot of people complain that they get negative comments, and then when they respond, they're just like, oh, sorry, I'm just a big fan or whatever, and then they complain. But like, it's because they only respond
to
negative shit. Like if you say, yo, I love you, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I feel good, and just move on with their life.
Yeah, there's this one.
They'll be like, I love you too. That's it.
There's this one streamer.
That's toxic culture.
There's this one streamer I watch for FIFA. The guy has such a shitty vibe in his chat because like he's one of the most toxic content creators I think I've ever had the unprivilege of watching. But the problem with him is that when people in his comments, if they don't agree with him, they're getting banned.
Wow.
I'm incredibly curious to see how much money this guy's just thrown away because somebody disagreed with him. Like he was doing something within the game, and a guy in the comments made a suggestion, but because he was like heated because he was losing or whatever the case was, he banned him.
He probably makes a lot of money because
but I mean, like he no longer needs to have any subscribers because he has some like lifeline contract with Twitch or some shit like that. I don't remember, but yeah, that's the idea.
But the reason why he has that is because of his kind of like notoriety as an asshole.
Probably. Probably is.
All of his subscribers probably like, I wonder who's gonna speak up and get banned this time. So everyone's just waiting for someone to get banned in the stream, and then when something happens, they just talk about it.
Probably.
That's it. People take other people's ideas and just make it better. Life's unfair, Matchy.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm not saying saying life's fair.
I'm just saying that's not unfair.
I get it. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I know life's not fair, and I know that although it's not fair, it's not unfair. I 100% agree with you. I just wish the guy benefited off this trend because I know he didn't.
That's his fault.
Actually, no, I think he will because if you know that, then other people know that. And if it's a trend, if it's a trend, what's going to happen is this new YouTuber is going to bring in a whole bunch of new people that never even considered it. And then when he moves on and does something else, he's going to leave behind people who are now like, oh, I actually like watching people open Pokemon cards. There's one other guy who does it.
What about those
now he's going to get a build up
that get sold for like $20 million, but the artist died like 300 years ago.
Yeah, who gets that money?
The museum.
I don't know. Yeah, whoever owns the painting
people are just living off trends. It's like, oh, this guy took 3 buckets, splashed it on a white canvas.
Yeah, but what if
no one cared?
What if, for example, like back to that painting thing, because this is a genuine question. I studied this in art school, and I clearly didn't pay attention in class because I don't know the answer. If you own a painting, and you own it.
Mm-hmm.
However, the artist's, for example, relative from X who is entitled to said painting wants it back. Do you have to give it back even if you own it?
No, because you own it.
If you own it, then
if you legally own it, it's not
yours.
But like, what if it was just like you don't legally own it, but like you bought it off someone for like cash?
Well, if it's expensive art, it comes with papers.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
If it's expensive art, it comes with papers.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're not dropping $20 million on.
It's an investment, yo. Like
art is an investment.
Give it back.
It's big. Like when Jay-Z, when they released Jay-Z like billionaire numbers, like a big chunk of it was just art, like buying and selling art. Like it's a big business. It's basically real estate at this point.
It's
basically
same
money
with
laundering for black market business funding.
Shoes
that's
are
how they
also
cover.
shoes are also
I don't
an
know where you're getting
incredible.
that from.
Me?
Yeah.
I see it in all the movies. When you have a drug dealer.
Oh
they
yeah,
buy-
it's big
they buy
money
paintings.
laundering. Yeah.
It's easy
Yeah,
money.
I think that's why, because it's just an arbitrary value.
I thought
how
you were
do you
just
decide
pulling
which
shit out
painting is
your
worth more
ass.
than others?
Oh no, I have a bunch of information that's discombobulated and unconnected, but then I just put it together afterwards.
Yeah, because the only other way to apply a value to an art piece is if you like friggin' dove into the bottom of the ocean and like picked one out of the Titanic or some shit. But like, how would you even confirm that you did that? You'd have to like live stream it the whole time. Like, I don't know how do they know that's where you got it from?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, it feels like it's all just arbitrary numbers and be like, oh, that one looks expensive.
It's basically just a
30
really
million.
expensive $20 million bill. On
Did you? There's actually I saw this thing on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to try it. I did want to try it, and it's literally one of those splash up bucket of paint on a canvas and put it on eBay
See
on
how it
bid
turns
and
out.
see how much you make. And
I-
this guy on
we
TikTok,
should-
made like $900 off of.
Wow.
We should do that.
Yo,
I
try it. Yo, speaking, there's a $400 bill right now for a PS5 box on eBay. Last time I checked.
Dude, this guy on oh my lord. So what people are doing right now is they are scamming the fuck out of people who want PlayStation 5s. And I'm talking about hold on. Let me see if I can find this.
Don't tell me they're selling boxes.
No.
No, but yeah, no, they're selling box. There's a $400 bid on a PS5 box. In the title, it says PS5 box only. And it says $400 what the bid. Last time I checked, it was $400.
And people were buying it.
But it says box only on the thing. So I'm like,
But
thinking people like are thinking they're going to get the system, but like it says box.
Oh, you know,
only
it's
in
like,
the
it says box, but everything is inside the box. So if I get the
Yeah.
box, I'll get everything else.
Yeah,
Cocaine.
did you hear about the
Hold on,
people
I'll
that got the PS5 digital, but in the box they ended up getting the one with the disc?
Oh, I
so
didn't
they
hear
got
about that.
lucky.
Yeah, they got super
So they got
lucky.
lucky then.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you got lucky, Pat. You
scammer.
hopper.
I waited in line for 21 hours. I waited in line for like 3.5 hours.
I
This guy's
literally
like, yeah,
skipped 28,000 people.
Yeah, you're a thief. I'm gonna call the authorities
You're
on
basically
you.
a
I'm gonna
bot.
confiscate your PS5.
You're a bot, bro.
Yeah, capture didn't even work on you. That's disgusting.
That's okay.
How do you sleep at nights?
Same way I sleep every other night.
Did you get it? The second one?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was half expecting like the IRS to just come knocking on your door and be like, hey,
Yo, I
we don't
went
need
back
that
to try and get another one, and then sell it to Machi for like $1,000.
Well, then you would have been down. You would have been down $600 because I wouldn't have bought that. I would have slapped you in the
But
face. And robbed you.
they were out of stock.
We would have all orchestrated to just rob you.
Yeah.
We would have said,
No, for real
we're gonna
though,
meet
if
you
Machi
at
didn't
Fresh
buy
Food.
it, I would have sold it for like $900 somewhere.
Dude, maybe not.
Bro, you gotta sell it for
Now maybe not
$15.
$100. But yeah,
It's harder harder than you think it is. A lot of scalpers have a lot of stock than they're just sitting there. Because people are,
there was one
especially because
guy-
the pandemic, people are being a lot smarter with this shit and just gonna wait. Like wait a couple months, it'll be here, bro. Like just don't
Did you
just
see the guy that ended up getting 22 PlayStations? It was mixed, the
Yeah,
digital and non-digital versions.
I saw one guy
And
with
he
30
made
for it
like
all?
40 grand off selling them.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous, man. Honestly, those
I
scalper
genuinely
bots.
have no words.
Yeah, like if I couldn't get one, I would have been like, okay, whatever, I'll just wait.
Yeah, exactly. Just
But
wait.
people can't.
Like I
wait.
don't know why people are so. There's like 4 games out. Like why are people in such a rush?
We need the
I don't
next
understand.
gen now. We need it now. We need 8K right now.
COD
I need-
is so bad.
I need to
Yeah,
look
I've
at my
heard.
screen and really consider whether or not I'm actually looking at people die or if it's a video game right now.
I can't
So I have
I
to
can't
buy
even
it.
play COD for like an hour without the game shutting down on me.
Oh, like it's broken.
Yeah, the game just crashes.
Oh, then I think that's a software. I think that's a software issue.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to fix it.
Damn.
That's funny.
So they gave you two dysfunctional systems. They probably
No,
did that
it's not the
because you
system.
skipped
It's not the
line.
system.
It's not the system.
It's the game.
It's the game itself.
I know. I just
Are they
wanna-
both? Are they both
Great.
digitals?
Yeah.
They're both digitals. beat Demon Souls yet?
Game ownership,
No.
man.
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean, bro? You should get that
No.
one playthrough, no deaths.
No, I'm not using no playthrough.
No, I mean like one playthrough, no deaths, 0 damage, no damage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if you
that
die, you have
shit.
to start all the way over at the beginning.
Yo,
See, the
that
problem
pisses me
is
off, bro.
there's so many paths to get to where you need to go. And every
Yeah,
time
and
you
some of
die,
them
you'll
lead
be
you to
like,
the
okay,
wrong-
let me go to this path. Let me try this path. Then that you get to that path. Nope. Okay, let me go to this one. Nope. You just got to learn the strategy for every path.
You basically have to become one with the game.
Exactly.
Your life outside of it doesn't matter anymore. You have to beat the game.
It's ridiculous. Yo, if you go on YouTube, watch how much anger it makes. Like I beat Sekiro, and then I went on YouTube, just watch this. I'm like, oh, cheese, no damage. I see this guy like literally walk into a boss, not get hit once, kill him in like 30 seconds, and then just keep going on. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I was on this for a week straight. This guy walks in and just does it. Like it actually, I don't know. People are too good at video games nowadays, man.
No,
Yo, do you remember those Pokemon battles that you would have to repeat for like a month just because you're so doo-doo?
Yeah, the rock gym in Pokemon Emerald, the rock gym in Pokemon Emerald. I had my Combuscus. I literally it took me like 2.5. It took me 2.5 weeks.
Combuskin, bro.
Combuskin.
Yo,
Yeah.
this guy doesn't even know his Pokemon.
Combuskin. That's
Yeah,
the Combuskin, no?
That's
No, you
that's
said
the fire chicken, right?
Combuscus.
Oh,
Combuscus is an STD, bro. I don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sorry. Yeah, Combuskin.
Bro, I've never heard of that.
Blaziken was my favorite Pokemon back in the day. So
Oh my god, bro. Yo, do you guys know what ratioed means?
Yeah.
no, I know
It's
I don't get
actually
it.
hilarious.
No, but it's that trend where it's like you got ratioed by every for some reason every Dortmund tweet has some Man United fans that are commenting about, hey, Sancho and Haaland come to us, and then there'd be another comment saying ratioed by his Golden Boy award. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, ratio is like, let's say Andre tweets something,
Yeah.
and then your tweet gets like 10 retweets, and then Machi quotes your retweet, and then says something else, and then he gets like 50 retweets.
Oh,
and he
so
ratioed you
someone
because the original.
Oh,
So
I
basically,
He's
see.
getting more
Basically-
recognition.
yeah. So it's
Basically,
Machi.
Machi's.
Well, yeah. It's like he hopped on the trend.
Oh,
and
so your
got more
Pokemon
credit.
your Pokemon dude got ratioed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so fuck trends.
Crazy.
Trends make me sick.
Okay, that makes sense.
Make
That
your
makes
make
sense.
your own
You-
idea, bitch.
That's why I
Oh,
deactivated Twitter, because it's just a bunch of thievery.
I noticed that,
Yo.
bro. I was about to send you something. I was about to follow you on our brand new Don't Think Too Hard branded podcast account. And then you were gone. And I was
I
like,
don't know.
damn.
Because it's either I deactivate Instagram and keep Twitter, or I can't have both. It's unhealthy for my mind. Because I would spend 2 hours scrolling through threads, looking for sense, and there's none. And I'll
Yo,
be like,
Twitter's
oh,
a funny place, man.
bro, it's infuriating. Like if I'm in a good mood, I'll laugh. But then halfway through the thread, I'll be like, okay, it's not actually funny anymore.
Oh, yo,
Are you guys
it's
actually
good
serious?
practice, bro. No, it's good
Nah.
practice. Wait till your team lose a game and then go straight to the thread. It is
Oh,
such
it's the
good
funniest
practice for
thing in the world.
self-control.
Dude, I've
It's
never
so good for self-control. People say the dumbest things and just trying to keep that in and just stay calm is like
Dortmund-
it's
Dortmund
good
lost
practice, trust me.
2-1 to a last place team. And
Yeah.
Haaland missed an open net.
So
And
they
there were
said sell him.
people with the audacity to
Release him
say
from his
terminate
contract.
his contract. I'm like, you have a guy who scored 21 goals in 22 games for you. You want to terminate his contract because he missed an open net?
It's a cocaine,
I'll
man.
tell you, man. That's what. But I'm saying, like, if you want to actually practice, like, you spend some quality time on Twitter, you'll never get
Nah,
mad at
bro.
anything. Again.
I went through a tweet. I went.
Manchester
Red.
United Twitter is the worst, by the way.
Oh no, I can't even watch that. I can't even do that because I have to listen to my dad all the time, anyways. So it's a thread in it of itself. I watched a thread talking about how Dino isn't considered one of the all-time greats, and that's when I deactivated. That's when it was like, okay, it's like it's like a warning flag. It's like, okay, reasons to deactivate Twitter. I was like, no respect at all for Dino, and lack of sense, and idiocy, and probably an abomination deserving of permanent attendance in the gulag. So yeah, that was a bunch of my a bunch of
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I understand, man. But trust me, do it. Good for self-control, good for practice. It's good, man.
Oh no.
So back to
Laughs.
the eBay thing. There's a $450 bid on a listing for the PlayStation 5. The listing lists, please enjoy a printing of the PlayStation 5 digital edition. May the best bidder win.
Yeah, it's a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But it's
one
like oh, and then and so yeah, it's essentially like you're gonna get a picture of the listing.
Yeah.
Yo, that's jokes.
He's
How
making
much is that going for?
$410 right now on bid.
Wait, people have
Holy.
bid. Okay.
Yes, 21 bids.
Okay, yo,
21 bids, $410 right now.
I'm gonna
So
take
guys,
a hard
if you want
left.
it, there's 2 days. There's 2 days and 20 hours left on the listing.
I'll just print it out at home if I need it.
You should print out the listing.
Yeah.
And then
print out
sell, and then put it on eBay. Be like, printout of the printout listing. Let's start now.
Resale value. Okay,
And then
take your
ratio
hard
the ratio to print. Okay, so I want to be on a more serious note. You guys ever think, what do you do? Like, how many chances do you give someone before you can forgive them? Like, I mean, like before you
you
stop.
annex them from your life.
Yeah,
It
because
depends
like.
It depends on what you're trying to forgive them for.
2, 3, 3, 3, 3.
No, but because like I mean, like think of it this way.
77.
Because like the more you forgive someone, like the more likely they're gonna start doing bad shit because they're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, oh, he doesn't care when I do this shit. So
But you guys ever
what-
heard of the saying, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, I'm a."
Okay, yo, but what if
George,
you can't
George
say
Bush
3
said you can't
times?
get fooled again.
Yeah.
You can't
So
fool
one
me,
time,
fool me
that's
once.
it.
It's
That's
just
it.
one time you can get fooled.
Cutting
After
them
that.
out. No
Okay,
forgiveness.
so
You
you
can't
have
get
one
fooled again.
forgiveness in you.
No.
You have. I was about to say because that does depend. Because like, what if the first one is like they stab your
Yeah.
mom? Like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
a pretty good reason to just say I might be done here.
But what is like is forgiveness? Is forgiveness like, hey, I forgive you and we're still friends, or I forgive
Like,
you for?
I
the
mean, like
act?
someone that you like actually like if one of us like someone that you're like legit friends or just like
Yeah.
did something.
You guys are my
like-
coworkers, not my friends.
Oh.
All right, so if
That's
if
not the
me or
album.
Patrick-
Preach
I'm
that.
joking. I'm
Patrick.
joking. I'm joking.
did it, like you know what I mean? Like I mean, like how, like when is the difference between they just start taking advantage of you versus they're just actually fucking up and they're just like a person who fucks up all the time?
Here's what I would do, or how I think I would operate. So I don't like. I would still forgive. I would no. I'm trying to work it out in my head. So I would forgive you guys, regardless of what happens and however hard it is. But if there's something where it's like you're gonna continue taking advantage of me in the future, and I can tell that your behavior isn't gonna change, I'll forgive you for the past stuff. But I'm like, oh, we can't be as close as we once were before because I can't trust you to do with
But-
other things. So I'm not gonna bear.
But how do you
ill will.
know it's a transgression versus like a fuck up? Like
Yeah, that's
how
what
do
I'm
you
saying.
tell the difference between I'm taking advantage because I know you'll forgive me versus
Yeah.
shit I fucked up again. Can
Well,
you
this-
forgive me?
For me, it'll be like, okay, so if I don't know, let's say you took money from me 5 times, and the first time you were like, oh, I thought like you didn't really need it. It was this change. You were talking about how it was this change, so I just took it. So like, all right, it wasn't just change, but cool. As calm, don't do it again, whatever. And that continued for the next 4 times. So you stole from me 5 times. I'm like, bro, I've already told you 5 times that this is my money. I need my change, bro. And you're like, oh, bro, I didn't know. I was like, how could you not know when I told you the last 5 times that this is my money? So I'm like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
It's your fault for
Either-
allowing him to get away 5 times.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like at some point he's just gonna be like, oh, I guess he doesn't care, and then just keep taking.
Yeah, you
it.
One
should
of
have
my-
stopped at like
one
the
of
second
my-
time.
One of my high
It
school
depends
teachers.
on the act of robbery.
Yeah, my high school teacher once said that if your friend asks you for $20 and you give it to him and you never see that $20 ever again, it was worth the $20
Yeah.
Why?
because
It
like
shows
you
you
know
how
you
bad of a
paid
friend
$20
the friendship
to,
was worth.
yeah you
Yeah.
paid $20 to realize that he was a shitty friend.
But if someone asks me for $20 because they need it, I'm not
said,
giving it with the expectation to get it back.
Okay, but I said the sentence wrong.
He's not getting it
like
back.
You never see the person again.
That's what I meant.
If they ask you for $20 and then you never talk to them ever again, it was worth $20.
I would have rather they just did something that didn't cost me money and then I cut them from my life in the first place, to be honest. But yeah, no, I get that. It's tough though, man. But like, I don't know. Like, obviously I don't have to deal with this. Like, I don't really talk with people like that. So like, it's not really an issue on my end, but it's just something that came up that I was considering.
Can I be honest? I could sit here and say, yeah, fuck it. One forgiveness. That's all I have. Me, you got like, you could use me maybe 5 or 6 times before I say anything. All right.
That sounded so bad.
It's true though. Like, I don't know. I don't get mad. I'll mentally forgive you, or I'll be like, yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay. And like, it's bad, but it's the truth. You guys want to use me? You have maybe 5 or 6 strikes with me.
No, I don't want to use you. I'm good.
It's been used, bro. You don't want to act it. But yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like in recent memory, I've only done it once, and literally, it was just like, it's like a feeling I get. Like, it's not like I sat there and like thought about it consciously. Just one day, I was just like, basically, you're dead to me. Like, she tried to talk to me, and I just didn't respond. Like, for the rest of like the thing of my
entire
time.
life.
See, I have a
like I just stopped talking altogether. The one time. Actually, I don't want to give too much details before I give it away.
I kind of get,
yeah.
I can understand the dynamic that you're explaining.
Yeah, basically one time they asked me to do something and I just said no. That was the only word I said to them in a 2 months period. And like I saw them a lot and I just acted like they didn't exist as a person.
But you guys ever have those? You guys ever have those people in your life that like, kind of the same, like normally in a situation like this where they'd be like, oh, they're dead to me, like whatever. But then it's like you don't speak with them forever, and then they like come back into your lives, and it's like nothing ever happened. Or am I the only one who had that?
Like over a period of time?
Like I'm talking like this happened not recently, but like a few years ago. I it's not like they were dead to me because we never ended on anything bad, but it was like,
oh well, that's
but like I reached out and I was completely ignored. This was years ago. This was years ago.
In a good place mentally.
This was years ago, and then like time passes,
they just didn't want to talk to you.
And then it kind of like I reached back out, and then I didn't really reach out. It's kind of like we started talking again, and now they're back in my life, and it's like it's a pretty good friend.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean that's fine. Like it can happen. I don't really see anything wrong with that. Like
some people just need space and time to.
Yeah, you never know. Like they literally could have. What literally could have happened? Like you don't even know. They could have read it and just forgot to reply.
You know how many times I do that? I'll read it. I'll read a text. I'll answer the text in my head, and I'll put it down. Like, oh, they didn't text me back. Oh, I must have said something.
And the
wrong.
only reason I ever talk to them again is because they're in my life.
Oh, yo, I do that so many times.
You just back out.
Back in my conversation, like 4 weeks later, like, oh my goodness, I ruined this relationship.
Yeah, man. So it's just like, but if they did something like that worth me like cutting them off specifically, like I'm not against it. They would just have to, unless I forget what happened, then they would probably have to just like show me like intent.
I'm gonna play a reverse Uno. Have we ever been? Do any of us have any experience of being cut off by someone else?
Yeah,
probably.
Oh, buddy, yeah.
Remember, probably. Do you remember? I wouldn't know.
No, do you remember that I had that problem in like around the New Year time where my New Year's resolution was to make things right?
Oh, and you started talking to 90, 100 people? Yeah.
And so there are some of them who just said, fuck you. Well, they never said that. They just like left me on red. And
that's like, fine, man. That's their prerogative. That's good.
And
like, so like if anyone ever reached out, like I would answer, but like I'm not gonna like be your best friend unless you like show intent. Except unless I forget, because there's times like you have people where you would just be like no straight up.
I don't think
I'll be
don't
very
have anyone like
cautious.
that.
not a chance. I have
Yeah, there's
people.
people that be cautious.
I don't
but,
think
like,
I have
no one
that
would
cold
say
blood
no.
in my body to like.
Listen,
just be like,
if
nah.
I cut people off maybe years ago. So if those same people came back, my idea would be essentially, it's been
It could be
X amount of
really
years.
different
You're
people,
probably
yeah, you never know.
you're a completely different person.
You should be a different person.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, they might not,
Yeah.
but then you can find out, and then you just
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
them off again.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
like,
100%.
I
So
see
it's like
you have not grown since I've left.
at this point in my life,
But-
if anyone's watching this and you want to come back and like holla up and be like, "Yo, what's up, man? It's good. Chat up, go get some coffee. Hit me up. I'm down to
This
rekindle
guy's so
friendships."
like good-hearted,
Okay.
man.
Coffee?
What's wrong
Well,
with
I
this
don't-
guy?
I don't know.
No, I do. Like, honestly, recently I've been doing it too. Recently, like if something happens, like people haven't talked about, like even if it's just like Insta or like replying to a story or something, I'll just say what's up, and then we just start like a little conversation, just like see their well-being, see that they're alive, see that they're like doing good and everything. Like it doesn't have to go like anywhere beyond.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. It's just
I don't know,
literally-
man. Like it just
like you don't even have to go to see them. I have a guy who I haven't talked to since Polish school, and like I sent a rest in peace Diego Maradona. By the way, rest in peace Diego Maradona.
Oh,
Yeah.
Post, and he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, he was a real legend, eh?" And I'm like, "Dude, I haven't spoken to you in like since grade 9 Polish school."
yeah, exactly. It happens sometimes.
Yo, it's life.
Sometimes
How's
it's randomly.
How's life? And this guy's my next door neighbor. Well, like not my next door neighbor, but he's like, down the street. But it's like, whoa. It's like, dude, how you been, man? It's like, I've been good. I haven't seen you driving around a few times. It's like, respect. So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I might go get a coffee with him.
But it's easier for those kind of people because you never really left on bad terms. You just like kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I haven't
Yeah,
left
that's what I'm
anyone on
saying.
bad terms. I don't think I've ever had a relationship where it ended in a you, never want to see you again. Bye. I don't think I've ever had that.
Oh no, I've
Yo.
never had like that specifically. It's more
not
just like
that, man.
I decided in my head that it's over, and
Dude, I
then
don't
once
even
that
have that.
happens, it's done. I've had that, but like
I've had one relationship in my life that was like left on bad terms. That wasn't my doing. I'm not going to get into that story because it's a very personal story. But like I've had one relationship in my life that was ruined because of somebody else.
Yeah, that happens.
But like I was forced to make a decision, and I chose the decision that puts me in a situation I am in now.
Yeah, that happens
mean?
too, bro. But don't worry, bro. Your life is good, man. Don't worry.
I know.
But
I'm not,
I will
I'm not
say-
complaining. I'm not
I
complaining.
will say, me and like my girl have gotten into arguments, and then I'll be like mad. But then like shit, like the day will move on, and then I'll forget why I'm mad. But I'll still be mad. But then now I'm mad that I can't remember why I'm mad. Or have you ever like had an argument in like the morning and then go out like on a work, like go to work or something, and then I've come home and then forgot that I'm supposed to be mad. So then I just treat her all normal and shit.
and then she questions.
And
she
then
questions. She's like, "What'd you do?"
Psychopath. He's like, this guy's a damn sociopath. He's supposed this guy was
Andre,
angry
it's
as hell
happened to
this
me too.
morning.
I've had days where it's like, I've gone into a fight with my girlfriend. Sorry, babe, if you're editing this. I've had arguments with my girl that like we ended off the night period. And it's like
Yeah.
if she hits me with a night period, I know that's it. Like she put her phone away. I'm not like
GG.
That's when you're in trouble.
if I'm talking, then it'd be like, it'd be ignored, right? And so, like, I'd go to bed, like, I'd be going to bed angry. Like, I was probably the one on the right, and I'm getting left on red. So I'm going to bed, and I'd wake up, and I'd forget everything that happened last night. I'd be like, "Good morning, babe, what's up?" And she's still in the mood from last night, and I'm just like, well, what happened?
You have
Is
to,
everything
like,
okay?
retrace
But I
your
was
steps.
completely oblivious to what happened 12 hours ago.
Exactly, man. That's what happens. It happens a
yeah.
lot. So yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm not against anybody. Like right now, like I don't think there isn't anyone that if they reached out, I just say nah.
Yeah, no, I would open I'd welcome everyone.
I'm not gonna
with
lie.
open
There's a
arms.
few people in my life I would be like,
Like
no.
straight up, just like no, just like
I would just be- I
if
would-
they say, "Hey, how you been?" They'd literally.
I would
be,
look at my phone, put it down, go back to it an hour later, look at it again, and be
Get
like,
angry?
Oh, no. I wouldn't even get angry. I'd be like, I can't believe that this has happened. I'm gonna put my phone down now. I thought I blocked you.
Wow.
No, I don't have anyone like that.
Okay, but
maybe
exes
I do.
aside though, exes don't count.
No. I'm
I
not
don't
even
have an
talking
ex.
about
Okay. Okay.
that. No, I'm not talking about that. but
Well, you did work at friggin' that store.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
the friggin'
yeah,
crazy ass
yeah.
people.
I'm
the
like,
the
yeah.
So I
swingers.
can understand.
Yeah, this guy worked at a brothel, basically.
Bro, is it story time?
Yeah.
The story
Okay,
time.
hit
I
me
don't
with
know.
story. We got time. We got 10
Bro.
minutes, bro. Hit me with the story.
10
We all know
minutes?
these stories.
Really?
We can have.
I don't know if
can
you guys
have up
know
to
this.
10 more minutes.
It's a short story, I think. We'll
Alright.
see how I explain it. So I remember, I used to. It wasn't even my manager of the department. She was like I don't know,
Like a head
another
person.
yeah, some other department, I can't remember. And me and her like got along pretty well. So I'm like, okay, cool. She's an older lady, so I was like, okay. And then I remember one time I was with me and my other friends at work, and then she was like, you guys should be strippers, and I would like manage you. And I thought it was just like a joke because like the way she, when people talk, like they don't really filter anything out. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just another joke, whatever. And then for the next year and a half, it would just like that same pop up. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, because she would just say it to me. It eventually just ended up saying it. She just saying it to me. And then I remember one time I was leaving for work, and then she just looked at me. She's like, you have to be some sort of freak, because no one is that good. Just I won't believe it. I cannot accept that. No one, like, you're just too good. You're some sort of freak. I'm looking at her, I'm like, okay, ma'am, I don't know where this is. I generally, like, I can't even explain to you the build-up because there was none, because I don't know where this came from. So then that happened, and then she would mention it to the that's another story. But the story, the Christmas story that I told you guys way back.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
So the Christmas story was informed by this one, I'm pretty sure, because they were in cahoots and were very close together, which probably makes sense of why that part had no build up with this part, because it was just a lot of behind the scenes.
Oh, because
Straight to the
so
point.
they talked about how you didn't
Yeah.
fuck the guy's wife.
Oh no, this was before that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is not even that one.
Everything could be connected. Oh,
Guys, you're giving him PTSD.
bro. That whole store. Well, not that whole store. There were some nice people. There's some good people, but there was a large minority of people that are, whoa, buddy, can we just go to work?
Like, settle
Go
down.
home? Why do I know these things about you? I am just your coworker, and you're my senior. I don't want to know what goes on in your life. I'm just a normal guy who wants to go to work and go home and sleep and do that
Over
until I
and
leave
over
this job.
and over again.
Now I know all these things about you. I didn't ask. I just said, how was your day? How was your weekend? And you're telling me exactly
Well,
how
you asked then. If you said, how's your weekend, and she's fucking
that's-
couples in
bro,
the swingers club on
bro,
the
you
weekend,
know-
she's got to tell you about it. You know what I mean?
No, you know that when someone asks you that, you just say good and you keep it pushing. You don't tell me, I probably got cream pied by 4 different people.
What?
I'm probably gonna have to go get checked today. I couldn't walk. My hips hurt.
Funny story. I was involved in a conversation where a woman, a girl, got pregnant during a gangbang, and she didn't.
And
know.
that's all for today.
And she didn't know.
Podcast.
She didn't know
Go
who the dad
follow.
was. She didn't know who the dad was. So it was.
What she do? Spin the bottle on the names and just pick one.
They all came.
My other, I don't know if they all. I don't know the story. Like, I was not gonna lie to you. I was on break and I was overhearing this conversation. Why
Is
they
this
were
at
so
your
open?
current workplace?
No.
Let's say you got some freaks, bro.
No. So, and then I overheard, like, they were talking about it, and like I was trying to mind my own business until like one of the coworkers blurted out, "It's like, yo, just say the richest guy was the dad." Blame it on the richest guy. And so that
That's
was.
not how it works.
Did she actually do that?
I don't know. I don't, dude. Like I said, like after that, like I
Now we
don't.
have to do some investigation.
Did you quit?
research.
Did she have it?
I don't know. Like, dude, this is a person like
you said it was at work, though.
dude. No, but this isn't a person like I've talked to ever.
Yeah, but she must have
And
come
like,
she's
I
talking
don't-
about
at
her
a later
business
date.
out in the.
I don't know,
out in
like,
the
this
open
was-
like that.
What?
Oh my! She's
Yeah,
just talking
dude.
about her business.
I don't know.
That's
Like
what?
this is a person that
If
like
she's getting gang banged. I'm sure she doesn't care.
I haven't like maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was a gangbang. I think it was like a twosome
train.
or a threesome.
It was a train.
I don't know, but I
It was
didn't
a
get that.
battery
threesome, so
thing.
there's
It was
two
a-
of them.
it was
Yeah,
a
I don't know.
battery.
I didn't get the details. All I know is that
Battery. That is a
that
lie.
was my cynic,
Hold on,
like
hold
my
on,
very
hold on,
sinful
hold on.
story.
Hold on. So there were at least 2 or more men
Yes.
that inseminated this woman,
Yes,
one after the other.
yes,
That's
Or
disgusting.
at the same time. You don't know.
or at the
At
same
the-
time.
I don't want you to speak for the rest of this podcast.
I'm
sir.
just saying.
That
I
is
thought
a
I thought
flagrant-
it had value into what you said because I thought we were talking about sinful things. So I
Oh, no, no.
I have one sinful story I can tell
It
you
is
guys about.
incredibly sinful, and yeah. I'm glad you shared that because
No,
it was.
Yeah,
But for
anyway,
future
so-
reference, Johnny, like if you ask me how my weekend was and I'm feeling like I got time that day, you're getting a
please.
very detailed step-by-step description of my weekend.
I don't.
So don't ask me then.
All right. I'll just say your day was good.
I don't even know. I mean, most of the time I'll say good, but like if I feel like
No,
I'm just like
I have
chatting
a
that
safe.
day,
I have a safe outlet, a safe question. I'll just be like, "Are you good?" And if you say no, I'm like, "All right." And if you say yeah, I'm like, "All right." And then we keep it pushing. I'm not gonna
And we
ask
just,
how your
we
day
just
was.
grind through it, right?
but if I say no and then immediately
I'm gonna
start
say hold you
explaining
there.
why,
I'm gonna stop you there because I didn't ask for all that. If you're good or not. If you're not, I can't help you. If you are, I can.
Andre, do you have the time?
yeah, it's 106. We can
Wrap it up.
wrap
Okay,
it up.
I have
now.
another really crazy topic, but we could go into that next week.
You can tease it in this podcast.
It's
so
about
people-
future plans of COVID-19 that was leaked by a senator official.
Now I'm going to
Juicy.
That
research,
is
and we're going to go head on.
crazy.
Head on.
All I
each
know
other.
is that since we're supposed to be partially a sports podcast, I'm just mentioning that Arsenal's losing right now because I don't even remember
Alright.
last time
Oh.
we even talked about
Hey,
sports.
Nicholas
Sorry,
Pepe
Dorman.
may come to Milan.
I
Dorman-
also won $20 today because Chelsea tied and AC Milan won. So my sister owes me $20.
No, well
So
done.
She's watching this.
I watched.
I want my money.
I watched the most
Isn't
pathetic
she like
performance.
downstairs, bro?
Yeah. But
I-
I told her I left before the game finished. So I'm gonna come downstairs after this and be like, "Yo,
I told her. I told you guys. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys that yesterday morning I just witnessed the most pathetic display of Dortmund football I've seen in a very long time. We've lost to a team that had 0 points. I lied, 3
We
points.
haven't lost.
3 points. Listen, like, oh man.
What does that mean, man?
Can I just say that, like, not selling Jadon
5
Sancho?
points on top of the
I
league.
wanted to, like, deep down, I wanted Jadon Sancho to be sold, and now I kind of regret him not being sold because he's just shitting his value away. He was good for the first half, but in the second half, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, man. I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's
should
youngsters,
just
bro.
come
It's
to
hard for
Milan.
youngsters to maintain consistency for long
Yeah,
periods
To
of
Milan,
time, man.
we'll take him on loan
Hard.
and then we'll buy him for like 20 million after
No,
3
you
years.
can have him for 100 million.
No,
for sure.
no. We'll take him on loan, and then
Listen.
when his contract expires, then we'll just sign him as a
But,
free
like,
agent.
All I'm saying is, Royce has to pick his shit up. Brandt has to pick his shit. Thomas Munier,
Muniz.
I call him lucky. Do you know why I call him lucky?
Why is that?
Because he's lucky
he
he's
scores
fucking
lucky
employed
goals?
still. No, he's lucky he's fucking
Oh.
employed. Okay?
He's actually really shit.
He's so bad. He's a donkey. I
I don't know why you guys bought him.
we got him for free. That's not the point. I don't know. I
Makes sense.
have no words. I'm not doing any hot takes. All I'm saying is that we need to be better if we have any chance of competing with Bayern. I stayed off Dortmund Twitter this week, so I am very, very proud of myself. Hopefully I don't go on. And then that's it.
So you're feeling good? Well, I'm gonna be on Arsenal Twitter when we end up losing this game because we're still losing. So
I'm gonna check the score right now.
It's 2-1 in the 50th minute almost. Yeah,
You guys are versing the Portuguese national team.
Yep, we are, and they're beating us. So
and the actual Hulk, which is Traore.
Yeah, but he's not starting right now. Oh no, he is starting.
Yeah, he is.
He's so good in FIFA. Oh.
He's a monster. Like, what kind of?
Can I say before you continue, one thing that I'm going to be practicing for next week's episode, for those of you who don't know, is now I have access to a big computer beside me, so this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be looking shit up. I'm gonna get really good at this. So guys, be aware. Okay,
you're gonna be like the Jamie Joe Rogan.
I don't know who Joe Rogan is. The other podcasts don't exist to me. No, Joe. There's no such thing as who's Joe Rogan? I don't know. There's no other podcast.
It's that guy off Fear Factor. I remember.
Yeah,
him. I don't know why he pops into my head though.
Yeah, there's
Fear Factor. What is that?
I don't know
the deep sea ocean. And that's like fear factor times 5. Like, when you're doing magnitudes of earthquakes and it's like 5 magnitude.
Yeah, whales.
Like fear magnitude is like 7.3 plus 4 to the power of 2.
Yeah, so whales, dolphins, sharks, and orcas is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
And my fear of them. That's and the deep blue. Like, literally the deep blue sea. I would rather
down in the deep
blue
space sea.
You talk a lot of shit.
And with that, thank you everyone for watching.
I'd rather be sent into space.
And with that, thank you for everyone for watching. Please follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter.
Look how pissed this guy is.
At the Don't Think Too Hard podcast.
Bro. Yo, honestly, Johnny, they're not going to hear anything if you speak. This is literally the only part they need to hear. So
what? We just gave an hour's length of content, and you're saying this is all that matters? That is just
shut up,
bro. That is, excuse me, sir. This is a country. Okay, this is my charter rights and freedom.
Please follow us on Instagram, on Twitter at the Don't Think Too Hard podcast. I Don't Think Too Hard podcast. Follow us on TikTok. We now have a Twitter. We have an Instagram. Follow us everywhere. Catch this episode on YouTube if you wish to see our faces in this Zoomcast. If not, please listen to our podcast on any DSP digital streaming platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, what's another one?
Stitcher, iHeartRadio app, Podchaser.
Audible books.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.